So Henry, tell me, we got the crane here. Tell me the parts of the crane.
There's the boom, the load line, the station with the counterweights, and the base.
Good. Okay. Leo, give me some numbers. What's the load weigh?
10 pounds. 10 pounds.
And the distance from the center of gravity of the load to the pivot point is,
20 inches.
and that weight times distance is what?
200 inch-pounds.
And that's torque, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ben, so we got 220 inch-pounds on one side of the pivot point. What do we got on the other side, Ben?
It weighs 30 pounds. It's 11 inches to the center of mass, so we have 330 inch-pounds.
Let me zoom in on that. Okay. So Henry, is it safe to lift the load?
It should be.
Okay.
Lower than that.
Show us what's the hand signal for lifting the load? That's you, Ben, right? How we doing? Henry?
Not great.
So what are you going to do?
Add a counterweight.
Good? What do you think? Is that going to be enough?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now take a look at the crane. Go ahead, Ben.
No, it's not.
Well, the thing isn't touching the ground, so it'll be.
Yeah, Henry, you see, it wants to tip, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, that's not.
Oh, yeah.
As,
Now let's say the foreman of the job said you have to lift the load, and let's say we only had one brick for counterweight. What could we do?
Lift
put the
the
crane,
load.
rather than putting it just in the middle of the counterweight station, put it towards the back. Because
That-
that amplifies the weight.
It amplifies the
Inch-pounds.
distance. Yeah,
Put it something like this.
that's a good idea. That'll help a little bit. But okay, let's say the counterweight is fixed and the load is fixed. It's 10 pounds. We can't do anything about that. But we have to lift it. What else can we do?
Raise the boom.
Raise the angle of the boom. Okay, now before you do that, what should we do with the load?
Put it on the ground.
Say again?
Put it on the ground so that.
What do you think? Okay, Ben. So we're lowering the load.
And give it a little extra slack because raising them doesn't work.
That's right. Give it some more slack, Ben. Okay. Now what? Henry, what do we do now? Can't hear you.
Raise the boom.
Good? Good. Oh, okay. Now what?
Raise load.
Good. Go for it. Good. So we only had one brick for counterweight, but it worked. Now, if we wanted to lower the boom, let's say to 30 degrees, what do we have to do?
Get more counterweight.
How many bricks do we have?
We have,
Seven.
A lot. Okay, so before we lower the boom to if we lower the boom to 30 degrees right now, what would happen?
It'll
tip
tip.
over.
So what are we going to do?
Add more air to it.
But, okay, good idea. Go for it. Each brick is 4.7 pounds, and we've got,
6.
7.
okay, 7 times 4 is 28. 7 times 0.7 is 4.9. 32.9 pounds of counterweight. Now, how much torque do we have to begin with over there? Ben, on the board? With no counterweight, we had how much?
We have, I think, 220.
330.
330. Okay, now counterweight is, what did I say, let's say 32 pounds. Now what's the distance from the center of gravity of the load to the pivot point? Go ahead, Leo.
About 30 inches.
So 30 times 32,
960.
960. Good. Ben, add 960 to 330 on the board. Is that me? It's about 1,000, right?
1290.
Yeah.
So way more than 220.
But if we're lowering that, then it'll be more.
That's the way over.
Right, if we lower
Boom.
the boom to 30 degrees, what's going to happen?
The torque will be greater on that side.
Say again?
The torque will be greater on that side, so
Well, we don't know how much it's going to be, right? If it's, and I didn't teach you enough trig to figure out,
About 34.
34 inches?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Henry, I tell you, you keep a hand on the counterweight in case we run into trouble. Ben, raise the load a bit first. Okay, now, when you lower the boom, Henry, it's going to want to get away from you. So you got to hold on to the handle of the windlass. Slowly lower the boom. Leo, get the tape measure ready. All right, that's about 45 degrees. Hold it there. Lock it off. Good. What do you got, Leo?
28 or 29 inches.
Let's call it 30 inches. So 30 inches times 10 pounds is 300. So we should be able to go way lower, right? Okay, carefully. Good. Okay, everybody hold, lock everything off. How we doing?
Fine.
We're doing okay.
35 inches.
So 35 times 10 is 350 inch-pounds. So we're still way low from, what's the torque on the other side, 1290?
Yes.
I tell you what, give a little help there to see if it's going to,
it's not.
you think, now, I should put another screw into holding the base down, but I tell you what, let's go a little, okay, Henry, let's go down another 10 degrees on the boom. Okay, hold it. No, that was the boom, not the load.
Yeah, but it was gonna hit the ground.
Oh, so you're going up, good thinking. All right, okay, lock everything off. Now that's way less than 30 degrees. What do you got, Leo?
38 inches.
Say again?
38 inches.
Let's call it 40. 40 times 10 is 400. So we got 400 inch-pounds of torque on that side and 1290 on that side. So we're still good.
What if we take counterweights off?
You probably only need 2 bricks currently.
Well,
I'd say 3 at least.
okay, so, who you?
Brennan.
Brennan. Okay, Brennan, why don't you take one brick off at a time? Leo, you're in the danger zone there. All right, hold it, let's check it. How we doing? Hold it.
Pretty good.
Still good?
So good.
Not very good.
All right, hold
Where
it.
had I look up?
Let me get a close up there. Whoop, that's, okay, so 2 bricks counterweight is the bare minimum.
3 would be safer.
Okay,